Alright, welcome back to the Honkai Star Rail long play. This is episode 11, I believe. Should be. And we're about to catch up to Bronya and Kokolia. We're gonna head up these stairs, and the way everything's kind of panning out, I feel like this might actually be like the final fight. I'm just gonna heal here. I'm not sure why there was an enemy back there. I thought I cleared everything just now. But anyway. Everwinter Hill. Oh. Okay, so... Team must include the Trailblazer. All team members must be at a level not lower than 30. Level 38. I have to have the Trailblazer. Huh. Who do I give up for that? I guess I can switch Clara out for the Trailblazer. And he has to be leveled up because he can't be lower than level 30. May as well send him and catch him up with everybody else here. I think they're 35. Clara's so strong, though. Like, I pretty much invested most of my stuff onto her, but... the others kind of complete my whole team setup for defenses. Tell you what, we're gonna switch... damage dealt by 20%, this is 30%. A lot more health and attack, though. Okay, we're gonna... let him borrow Clara's stuff. Also... actually, wait. He's already been leveled up. Wait, why is he able to go up again? And they're not? Huh? Oh, it's because he's getting a bonus level for, the Eidolon. Okay. So I don't think I have actually leveled him up. Yeah, no, I haven't. Okay. Alright, it's time to break out the baseball bat again. You want to take her stuff. Oh wait, no, Zile's with us, never mind. Switch that back with Zile. It was her stuff. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to do presets. Alright, now he's the big boy with lots of HP and everything. Alright. So... I guess Zile is going to be the one that's going to do breaking, since I don't really have the other stuff. Hopefully they're still freezable. I like how it's like, you know, you have to bring the Trailblazer, but they're not weak to physical. Oh.
Freezing here! The blizzard's so fierce! How the power from the Trailblaze path isn't enough to stop the cold.
It means that we're getting closer to the Stellaron, and the heart of the Eternal Freeze.
Up here. What? I see there's a path on the mini-map there. Well, there's nothing back there, so... well, investigate.
What is this? Oh, it's scary.
I mean, we saw them all the way on the way here.
Trapped in amber.
I bet the Antimatter Legion forces never thought they'd be swallowed up by the Eternal Freeze when they invaded this world. Even in the ice, could these guys still be alive?
Probably not. Yeah, want to deep for us and find out?
We've got enough on our plate.
You sure? Might be fun. Those remains of Void Rangers are scattered along the mountain path. Even the ruthless Antimatter Legion is helpless against the might of the Eternal Freeze. Void Ranger remains that are preserved remarkably well on the ice. You can't help but wonder, perhaps March 7th is right. I think it's best not to unfreeze it. Yeah.
Did the architects build this?
Is that a
Very
hand?
different from the uniform style of the buildings we saw in the city.
Does it
That-
look like the palm
Yeah.
of a huge hand to you?
March has got it.
If Cocolia
Wait.
threatens us by taking Branya hostage,
We have to save her. The underworld. No. The entire planet relies on her.
I wonder if the Stellaron is actually like the heart of a giant robot. What's this? Oh. Huh? I was gonna say, isn't this map kind of confined? Alright, so we got one tick of our defensive stuff, so we're
I'm
gonna
with
use
you.
that. And, see what's going on here.
no.
Do not resist, Branya. Accept the common will.
Common will?
No! I don't want this.
Look upon their promised future, Branya. A world without poverty, without cold, without suffering. A world where people no longer have to pray like prisoners for survival. A world that we can guard for all eternity.
Lady, you
700 years
crazy.
ago, we tried and fought unceasingly, believing that the radiance of human nature could shepherd us towards rejuvenation. And to what end? A crushing defeat. Why, when faced with irrefutable strength, is our first thought always to resist? To cover our ears instead of hearing the call? It is the conceit and cowardice entrenched in the depths of human nature, so difficult to efface. Cast them aside. Break free of the chains that bind you. The Stellaron will lead humanity to evolve, and they will.
I have a bad feeling
Your
about this.
brainwashing ends here, you witch!
Yeah.
Zila?
You came. I thought the blizzards had entombed you.
You wish. We're not going down before you do. Branya! I don't know what happened between you and them. Even if you explained it to me, I probably wouldn't understand all the crazy details. But there are two things I do know. One, these guys have come through hell to get here, to seal this Stellaron thing. And two, do you remember what I said? If anything happened to you, I'd save you. Do you understand? Even if the damage is done, even if you've completely forgotten our promise, then I'm just gonna have to knock you out and bring you back myself.
Bellbog needs you, Bronry.
Zila. All of you.
Finished? I think I've given you long enough to bid farewell. It's time I told you my other reason for bringing you here, want to witness your choice. I have told you all the truths there are to tell. The deal with the Stellaron, the wish I made to it. There are no more secrets between us. Many years ago, the voice of the Stellaron sounded in my ears for the first time. I was no different from the previous generations of Guardians. I withdrew, refused to hear. I was as you are now, bitterly defending the Architect's so-called preservation. My conviction was once steadfast, unparalleled. Until a sudden change arrived and threw everything into chaos. Another choice appeared before me. A subversion of the old order. And the welcoming of a new world. And compared to the illusory, ever more distant preservation, this was so tangible. I have agonized, long agonized over how to convey all this to you. Inevitably, the promised tomorrow will transpire. But if you were not there beside me to watch over that new world, I would descend into torment. Bronya. Enduring torment.
Don't do it!
Perhaps I should be thanking you, outsiders. The pressure you have imposed has at long last compelled me to confront my final weakness. Bronya, throughout your life, I have never forced you to submit to my will. You have always, will always have a choice. As then, so now. Choose, my daughter.
Madame Cocolia, I am grateful to you for raising me and for allowing me the privilege of choice. But I am sorry, Mother. On this, our final occasion, I cannot stand with you. You say that conceit and cowardice lie in the depths of human nature. Perhaps you're right. Desperation sheds a light on the darkest recesses of the heart. What about those simply struggling for survival, fighting for something better? I've witnessed their light on the front lines, in the underworld, in places you have overlooked. Our ancestors built this city, striving in the bitter snow to prolong our civilization. Even if this world is doomed to fall apart, we should allow humanity to pave the way to its final outcome. Not hand over our fate to the seed of ruin.
I think the Stellaron's telling her to kill us.
We are Guardians, Mother. Chosen from among the masses. Our duty is to preserve the world built by humanity. We are not gods. We are not arbiters. You seek to crush human nature underfoot while masquerading as an arbiter and a god. I cannot let you.
So, this is your choice. I understand, Bronya.
Do you, though?
Pity. Such a pity that you will never see that resplendent world. Unable to free yourself from the shackles of your mind. You know what? You were supposed to be the mother of the new world.
The ground! It's shaking!
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
Is it the giant robot thing I was thinking about?
That sign.
The fate of this city, of Belobog, is sealed. Its future will unfold in our hands. And you will become the foundation of the new world. You must break the old to build the new. The Supreme Guardian commands you! Rise, engine of creation!
It's one of the Architect's ancient machines! Watch out, all of you!
Oh. One, how's she floating?
This robot's 1,000 times bigger than Svarog. What a heck.
Doesn't mean I can't still beat it up. Oh, wait, I can't attack it yet. Okay.
I told ya I could fight. With me out here, how can we lose?
What about this? Engine, break them!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Man, am I glad I put up that shield before.
We have to stop it!
But how?
Is that all?
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Don't mess with me! I'll free you from your chains!
Yeah, I'm not giving you a turn.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
I told ya I could fight. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Batter up!
Only a scratch!
How can we bring a giant like this down?
Well, first we deal with the little ones.
What a headache. Who's next? Let me end your misery.
In the name of Landau, years of cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall!
I told ya I could fight.
You can't run! I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
I haven't used this in a while.
Made to be broken!
Time to hit him with the bat.
You outstayed your welcome!
Holy. Give him all of Clara's gear and he just wrecks.
Let me end your misery.
Of course, this guy isn't weak to anything I'm using right now.
Watch this! Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Let's go.
Still have the shield up, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, we're good.
I hope you're prepared.
Freezer? Yeah.
try that again. With me out here, how can we lose?
I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Giant HP pool means nothing
Illusions of
to
the
the
past.
sight.
Let's make it quick. Batter up!
Sagacious
You will know
Change
justice.
shadow has 9 sacks of gauge recollection? What the heck is that? It sacks. Loses 1 of sack after being hit. But what's it do? I'm not sure. Let's kill her before I find out.
Who's next? You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right
Get
there
a
while I give you a
shield.
present.
So he's about to do his big AoE.
Only a scratch.
Let's go. In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the
Get a new
will.
big shield.
We shall never fall.
Don't mess with me.
Just a scratch.
So just like the number of attacks that she was going to do during that, maybe?
With me out here, how can we lose?
Oh, he's got some sort of effect on him.
Let's make it quick.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. He's gonna smush me. Ah. Kimiko to the rescue. He still squished me? Nah, he missed.
Himeko! It's Himeko!
Hello? Can you hear me? Because the signal's terrible.
Uh-huh.
Himeko! You finally spared a thought for us.
What are you talking about? Weldon, I've been up on the and you the time. You've got quite the trailblazing mission on your hands. So, how did that guy work? Or, importantly, how do you stop him from working? Over to you guys, I guess.
Okay, we're going full on Colossus here. Gonna climb him and blow him up.
Grab hold of me.
Yo, that was epic.
Behold, the power granted by them!
Whoa.
Listen to the power surge! Sing!
You've got, like, a galaxy inside
Stellaron's
you.
promise is the only hope for this world. Just as it dispelled the Antimatter Legion 700 years ago, so too will it wipe you from the face of this world!
Okay.
Stay alert.
I'll show you.
Rules are made to be broken.
It's batting time.
Stay
Oh.
alert.
Okay.
Of this. Let's make it quick.
That doesn't tickle, that's for sure.
Of this.
I don't... Harbinger of an... Oh, hello. Is there... No, that's the only target? Okay.
Better up. Rules.
We just
are made to
gotta
be
hit her
broken.
harder. Smash her with the bat.
Humanity, so weak and foolish. always overestimating their abilities. Let me bestow upon you despair!
Uh-oh. I got her down by like a quarter. Oh. And that's game over.
Is this the universe?
It looks like a bunch of blurry
I
spots,
was
actually.
fighting Cocolia. Why am I here? The last time I came here, I drew Nanook's gaze. Could it be?
Okay. I can walk on nothingness. What was that?
The commercial district has fallen. We've transferred the residents to the outer municipal district for the time being. The garrison lost 26 fighters. But
Go on, Japard.
I'm not sure that they're dead. I saw their broken figures lingering in the fragmentum. What happened back there defied all reason. It was madness. Madam Guardian, if this continues...
I know well the consequences, Japard. You may leave.
It's like a moon?
Why do you hesitate, Cocolia? Isn't this what you've always been hoping for? Get out of this cage and take a look at the city. What is there to lose? The efforts of our predecessors, their unfinished research. We can finally see them come to fruition. Give me some soldiers and I'll locate the Stellaron and find out how to save our world.
You need to come to your senses, Serval.
Come to my senses? What are you...
Guards! Miss Serval is tired. Take her to rest. Sequester her lab and detain the researchers. Their work is illegal.
Why, Cocolia? Why have you grown so cold?
Serval Landau, you were my most cherished friend.
So, like, is this Cocolia's memories? Get impaled by her and now I'm living her memories?
Madam Cocolia, the monsters are surging this way. It's too dangerous here.
Foolish. Weak.
What? Madam, what are you saying?
Only I can understand. They have eyes that do not see, ears that do not hear.
Feast on their willful ignorance! Absolve them of their stupidity and fear!
Okay. Did she like transform the soldiers into the fragmentum monsters?
Mother, I still don't understand. The fragmentum corrosion has already spread to the underworld. How will those below ground fend for themselves if we withdraw every guard?
The automatons will ensure their safety. The most important defensive position is here on the surface. If our lines crumble, The underground will vanish in an instant. Our defenses here must be maintained at all costs. These are the choices we make, Bronya. As a leader, you must harbor the courage and foresight to choose. You, me, and every Silver Main Guard in the city, all of us must carry out a higher mission. There will come a day when you must make your own choice. Do you understand?
Higher mission?
It is too early, Bronya. Still too early. You will understand when the time is right.
So, I'm still confused as to why dragging the guards out of the underground mattered. I mean, unless that was an actual proper... Like, she did that on purpose. As a proper leader, not as an insane person. Oh look, a little girl.
The city is drowning in tears. The power of the preservation is fading.
Guardian's will?
We could not defy the will of the Stellaron after all.
Fully abandon the preservation. This is not what the preservation would have wanted. Let's go with the Kakolia abandoned.
Yes. But we have no right to judge. The Fragmentum had been expanding for the past 700 years. There is no faith nor wealth left for our successors. Only despair. To see the home we vowed to preserve wither away. That in itself is torture. Not to mention the haunting whisper of temptation. The day will come when even the strongest of wills cannot help but give in to such influence. It is only a matter of time before the Amber Lord forsakes us.
Who's the Amber Lord? So is this the Guardian that is, like, heating the city and keeping it from the frost? Some people can't be swayed, then let others carry on the will of preservation. Yeah.
You are but a stranger to us. And yet you seek to bond your destiny to ours.
I mean, sure.
So be it. What is there to lose when so much has already been lost? Touch the light of the Amber, Trailblazer. See if your will can
Is that like a sword? Or a lance. Kind of looks more like a lance. It's kind of short though. I was just impaled, was I not?
It can't be.
The will of preservation has made its choice.
Of the plight of this world. Nothing of the
wait for its final end.
The game's music is massively higher than her audio right now.
You will go bravely, walking hand in hand into the darkness.
No, that end won't come to pass while we're around.
Trial. 5 out of 8? What?
Stay alert.
An ally is currently being locked on. Oh shit, a taunt.
Defend the weak.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
You will know justice.
Oh shit, is the main character actually a tank? And he uses a lance? Is this game speaking to me?
What a headache. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
This magma will is accumulated when the attack is attacked. Consume 4 stacks of magma will to use enhanced basic attack. Oh! I guess keep drawing the threat towards him.
You will not take away our hope.
Scratch.
Try that again.
Wait, the engine of creation is activated. Use it to destroy Lance of Eternal Freeze. Wait, I control him now? Oh shit!
I hope.
An allied target's action can charge the engine of creation to unleash creation's wrath.
You're prepared.
Don't mess with me. So you are afraid of me.
Ooh, I have his ulti.
Lance ablaze.
Wait, when I did that, was it all the characters from this area?
Flaming lance. Forward.
What a
Okay, that was cool. Wait, what did I inflict? Oh, it's just burning. Sweet.
Watch this. You're annoying. You can't run. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
In the name of Landau.
Get a shield on everybody and then use that big old robot again.
We shall never fall.
Robots, you are under my command. Punch her in the face. Oh yeah.
My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present. Try that again.
The Stellaron changes everything.
Dude, the song's so awesome.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
You will know justice. The die is cast.
I'm on guard.
Taunted.
Defend the weak.
Ready to be crushed.
You can't run.
Call in the robot.
I told ya I could fight. With me out here, how can we lose?
I was thinking to myself when I was entering. I said that they gave me a physical, forced a physical that didn't, and when, you know, it's not a weakness. I was thinking I only have one fire character, so this is kind of awesome.
Lance at the ready. Lance of
Finisher. Oh yeah, so it did have all of the characters from this zone.
Flaming Lance.
Or this planet.
Forward.
Oh, phase 2? Imprisonment. Oh no.
Redemption.
Creation's prelude?
You have the worst luck running into me. Watch this!
Puncher!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move!
Oh, it's supposed you want to be frozen? Power of the sun.
The power of the Stellaron is with me!
Oh shit!
You are but cinders of the old world, soon to become ashes! You'll be the architect of a new world!
Oh man. March is down.
In the name of Landau,
We've only got team
years of cold,
defenses.
the will. We shall never fall.
What a headache. I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
Oh, this fight is so hype.
Visions of the past.
Engulf the past.
The die is cast.
How about no?
So you are afraid of me.
The only redemption.
I hope you're prepared.
I don't know if I can break her again.
Guard.
Oh, this is gonna be your last hit, Seeley, because I think you're going down. Look it good.
I will be the architect of a new world.
Is that all?
Dang. Does this actually, does it give him defense as well? Yeah, reduce damage taken and does that. I think I just gotta stay out on offense though.
Lance ablaze. Flaming Lance. Forward.
Engulf the past.
Oh no! We're gonna get the shield off! We're gonna get the shield off!
Name of Landau, years of cold, hardens the will.
She has 1%
We shall
health!
never fall.
I won't let you finish me.
I will be the architect of a new world.
Is that all?
It ends here, Cocolia. Oh shit.
It's over.
Mother, did you wake up from that dream?
Wow. That was a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it! But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
I've informed Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll seal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over, right?
The storm still rages on. Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. Jarilo VI has a chance to return to life, but it will take time. It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Thank you. All of you.
Okay, don't be too hard on yourself. What do you want to do now? Can't think of anything funny to say. I mean, yeah.
Start thinking. We're going to need all the humor we can get. At least the biggest hurdle is behind us. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this.
I don't know. It's one of those grandiose situations where telling everyone the truth, they might be understanding, or they might just revolt that they were lied to. No, I think tell everyone the truth. It's the only way you're gonna get a planet-wide,
Can I really do that?
you know, work together.
Tell everyone about Mother's true motives? About a lie perpetrated for 700 years?
It'll seem insane to them, but no.
No way.
Sila,
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids, things will be better tomorrow. Everyone knows it's a lie, but it gets them to sleep with some hope. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. If we can't trust the Guardians, who or what can we trust?
It's a fair point.
Mother died to preserve Belobog.
What?
The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power. A power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical, and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do.
Maybe we include some of the cool stuff we did.
Sorry. I'll be sure to make it up to you. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All the mistakes, madness, evil, dreams therein. I will be the one to carry that burden. Now, I must take over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Seela. Please, protect this secret with me till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
Thank you.
Well, in theory, they can at least, you know,
As
yeah,
promised,
start to rebuild.
let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld.
Okay, what about Giant Robot? Can I summon him now? Is he like a summon? That'd be pretty cool.
Seela, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? And tell them the blockade will soon be over, and they will breathe freely again soon.
Of course. Leave it to me. Nat's probably getting anxious about the delay.
While you do that, I'll head back to the administrative district. I need to tell Jabbar to serve.
You're
Are you
getting
okay?
busy? You alright?
What's wrong, Branya?
Have
Do
you
you feel
eaten today?
sick?
I'm fine. I need to hurry.
Is she being
She's
polluted by it?
exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something. You, help me out here.
I can carry her back. Yeah, you take her
Right.
back.
I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but at least I don't stand out as much as you guys.
I would
Let's
say you
settle
stand
then.
out more,
Not to you.
but, you know.
Remember to keep the secret. For Brun... No. For Belobog's sake.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your hands and skip the story.
Yeah, you know, I just pulled it out of my butt. It was no problem. Guess I clean path for preservation. That's the second time I've sacrificed myself for you, March. All of a sudden, I was infused with a great and terrible power. Let's go with the funny one.
Thank you. That's not answering my question, though.
He probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook? Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang to understand what's going on. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Let's hurry up and find Natasha.
Tread on a brand new path. Preservation. Oh, okay, so it's actually a different path. It's such a cool, like, you know, the people of this world. Okay. I'm still, like, you know, shaken to my core as to how cool that boss fight was. They did a really good job on that. The only thing, obviously, I was trying to say it during it, I'm not sure if you could hear me through the game. But the music was so much higher than the volume of the voice actress, so that'd be my only critique there. And I think by going in there under-leveled with not a perfect party setup, made that so much more fun because, I mean, it was like, you know, neck and neck at the end. It was great. Path unlocks. Okay. You switch paths freely. Make sure to change your light cone and relics. Okay. Interesting. It changed the portrait too? So that's cool. So, like, these three are all preservation. these two giving shields, but he specifically is getting a taunt. So what all do you actually get from that? So you got the damage reduction by 40%, 1 stack of Magma Will, 100% base chance to taunt all enemies for 1 turn. This one's fire damage equal to 50% attack, 75% defense to all enemies. Next basic attack will be automatically enhanced, does not cost Magma. Okay. When he's hit, gain 1 stack of Magma Will, max of 8 stacks. No fewer than 4 stacks. The basic attack becomes enhanced. Basic attack, skill, or ultimate apply a shield to all... Wait, what? When he uses basic attack, skill, or ultimate, apply a shield to all allies that absorbs damage equal to 4% of the Trailblazer's defense plus 20. Shield lasts for 2 turns. Dude, he just gives micro shields for doing anything? After using technique at the start of the next battle, gains a shield that absorbs 20 damage equal to 30% of the Trailblazer's defense plus 384 for 1 turn, so he just gets a personal shield. So that one's not as good as Japard's technique, but... Yo, it sounds so strong. You can level up the path, too. Yeah, okay. And is there Eidolons for this path? Is it a different Eidolon? It is. Okay. Yeah, the main character in this game is so much more interesting to me than Genshin's. Like, the Traveler in Genshin was pretty good. But in this, like... I mean... Okay. My favorite characters in games are fire users, lance users, and tanks. So... there's no wonder that I like this preservation one here. It kind of changes the whole dynamic of the party, though. I can't really use him where I was using Clara. How do I change his thing then? Wait. Yeah, how do I change it? Does it, like, change party? I'm actually confused. Switch? Oh, okay. So we'll give him the bat back for now, just because he's got all that stuff on. That's really cool. I really like the main character in this game. I mean, his outfit's not too crazy or anything, but he's fitting a main character where you can kind of put yourself in them a little bit. So for this party, we're gonna switch back to Clara, I think. And we'll give her the stuff back that he was borrowing. Because he would be wearing completely different stuff if I used the other path anyway. Relics. Switch. Switch. Definitely going to enjoy building a team around Fire MC. Okay. So where are we at here? Did this. We have a new path thingy down here. I gotta do all that stuff, okay. Let's continue. Oh, I got a million achievements. Beat 3 enemies with the fire break damage in single combat. Fahrenheit 451. Like 5 quantum weakness breaks in a single battle. Win a battle with a team that has 3 characters on the same path. Wait. Huh? Oh, because they were all, the tank path. Step 1, defeat Supreme Guardian. So, am I, like, done this planet now? Turn the path of preservation. Cool. Well, I think as a little reward, we should do a 10 pull for completing that. Let's see what we get. So we are currently 31 out of 300 on this. Mr. Pom Pom, salute you, sir. It's bad that I've gotten so many 5 stars that I'm just like expecting to see it, and I know I shouldn't because it's a very low chance, and I've been insanely lucky. But at least give me a good 4-star. Oh, who's this? Shu Shang? Or Su Shang? The Hunt. She's a single target DPS. Okay. Maybe another 4-star? No, just the one. Okay. What do you do? Wait, what element is she? Oh, she's physical. Okay. So physical damage. Deals physical damage equal to 105% of Su Shang's attack to a single enemy. 33% chance to trigger Sword Stance, dealing additional damage. Enemy is inflicted with Weakness Break. It's guaranteed to trigger, okay. Enemies, their weakness broken on the field. Su Shang's speed increases by 15% for 2 turns. Damage to all enemies. Single target damage. Immediately advances her action forward 100%, so she gets an extra turn. Attack increases, and using her skill has 2 extra chances to trigger Sword Stance for 2 turns. Sword Stance triggered from the extra chances deals 50% of the original damage. I need to see her in action because I don't know if I'm entirely like, it sounds like she just has a bunch of follow-up abilities. Cool. Oh, that's nice. Nice little pull there. Okay. No. Oh, just tell me that I have a new one. Okay. Is there any treasures around here? Oh, I already got that refilled. There's a fight over there. Stuff over here. Let's see what these guys have to say first, though.
Are you alright? Are you hurt anywhere? Do you feel dizzy, tired, or...
I don't know, Seela. I feel cold all over.
Uh-oh.
Isn't that normal? This place is freezing.
Oh, let's get out of here before you catch a cold, too.
Don't worry. I'm a tough cookie. Here, hold on to me. Let's go.
Alright. So
I'm with you.
Defense up. And is this guy weak to ice? No,
Enemies
he's weak to
ahead.
ice.
Up for a scratch.
Wait, he was 44.
I want to protect everyone, too. Help me, Mr. Sparrow! You can't run!
As you command.
Great.
Might be a tough
You
battle
have
just
the
with
worst
the,
luck running into me. Stay right there while I give you a present.
level difference.
As you command.
Try that again. You can't run.
Ow.
You will know justice.
I'm not afraid of you. Be careful, Mr. Svarog.
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Oh, dang.
Sagacious discernment.
She's doing that thing again. Okay, maybe, I'm not strong enough.
Let me end your misery.
Apparently I can't do
Who's
the,
next? I'll free you from your
thing here?
chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I need to be brave.
Commencing annihilation.
missiles. I have a feeling somebody else is gonna die here. Yikes.
I hope you're prepared. In the name of Landau, years of cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Don't mess with me.
You will know justice.
What a headache. Who's next?
I want to protect everyone
I
too.
don't like when she gets like imprisoned like that. She can't
I'm not
count.
afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
Oh no.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, something tells me
I
this
hope
is
you're
a...
prepared.
I've bitten off more than I can chew, and I'm going to have to power up again.
What a headache. I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Remember this moment.
You will know justice.
Don't mess with me. Who's next? What a headache.
Oh
I
no.
hope you're prepared. Years of cold,
This is the end.
hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Level 44 with level 35 party.
The die is
I
cast.
think it did pretty decently for that.
I'm still needed.
I love how it's just like, I'm still needed. I'm getting back up. Alright. Hyperbolic time, chamber time. Gotta power up. It's time to go to the next level. Ooh, I don't have the stuff to ascend at all. Uh-oh. Where do I get that stuff? Something I don't even have unlocked. Well, let's see if I can beat her at level 40. Still 4 levels behind, but you know, it's 5 levels higher than what I was. So it gives me like 40 more health. It's actually not a lot. Maybe upgrading some light cones. Level 20, level 29, 29. Let's ascend. With level 29 on that one too. Alright, so we'll make his level 29. Although this one's probably not the best. Let's just do. Yeah, it's not good on it in its stats though, so yeah, we'll just upgrade this level 29. These probably should be trying to take some of these up to like level 40, but I'm being very stingy on these because I want to do 5-star ones or 4-star at the worst. Maybe I'll level the level 5 ones. I don't have a lot of these materials though. Like, what all am I getting from this if I... Okay, it's actually quite a bit of health. Like, an absurd amount of health. That's just for 5 levels. Okay. So maybe we will just upgrade these by 5 levels. That's a big attack boost. Relics are the same though, like I'm gonna be farming for better ones at some point. I'm sure in the very near future. So I don't really want to put more than like level 5 on each. Okay. And his aren't even purple, so I don't really want to do that at all. Hers, I'll do it on the purple ones. I gotta tell you, this team's gonna be a whole lot stronger than they were. Be, you know, going Super Saiyan 6. Alright. Oh, what's all this? Enhancing 4 characters level 40. And there's the rest of that daily. And this one, Nameless Honor. Did that thing. Get a free pull. Achievement. What do we unlock? Level 40 with any character. Alright, so we're not level 44, but we're a lot closer.
I'm
do
with
this. And...
Enemies ahead. Up for a scrap?
That's not very nice of you.
Great.
About showing where they're gonna go down to. Okay.
Is that all?
I'm okay.
Stay back, Clara.
You can't
Nice.
run! You have the worst luck running in with me out here? How can we lose?
You will know justice.
Get the freeze off. Nice.
I need to be brave. Be careful, Mr. Svarog.
Oh, she's fast.
Stay back, Clara.
Try that again!
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run!
Okay. Dang.
Remember this moment.
Who's next?
Commencing annihilation.
Is
at all. Stay back, Clara.
Might be able to prevent the,
I want
team
to
wipe
protect
here.
everyone too. Help me, Mr. Svarog!
In the name of Landau, ears of cold, hardens the will. We shall never fall!
What a headache. I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Stay right there while I give you a present. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
The die is cast.
Hillary got time!
Try that again.
As you command.
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat. Are you alright?
I'm okay.
As you command.
You can't run. With me out here, how can we lose?
Don't mess with who's next.
Stay back, Clara.
Try that again.
I need to be brave. Be careful, Mr. Svarog.
Did you get your AoE shield back quick, buddy?
My turn. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Just in time.
You can't run.
Sagacious discernment!
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
You have the worst luck running into me. Watch this. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Stuff. I won't let a 4-level difference
I'll free you from your
beat me though.
chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I need to be brave. Be careful, Mr. Svarog. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Svarog.
What a headache.
With me out here, how can we lose?
I hope you're prepared. In the name of Landau, ears of cold,
Took off all her stacks
hardens
down,
the
huh?
will. We shall never fall!
Not having a problem there?
Try that again.
No, not
My
imprisonment.
turn.
Don't mess with me.
Eliminating threat. As you command.
You can't run.
What a headache.
Really need to bring enemies' weaknesses. I didn't realize it was going to be the two allies that
The die is cast.
the weakness was for that I went for.
Try that again.
Don't mess with me.
Maybe there's a chance I finish her here.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Remember this moment.
These mages are tough.
Watch this.
hope you're prepared.
Got him.
Time well spent.
Nice. Okay. Let's go check out that other area. I'm wondering if that thing that I can unlock over here will allow me to get some of those things I needed to upgrade that I don't have access to yet.
I'm with you.
Alright, so back to trash bombs, we'll speed it up.
Try that again.
Stay back, Clara.
Told you I could fight. Phew!
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
This ends here.
Try that again.
Stay back, Clara. Hide.
Missiles.
A sharp scythe needs targets.
Oh, he was linked to two things. Uh-oh.
So you are afraid of it?
Yeah! Tough luck running into me!
I need to be brave. Look out!
In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice never falters!
I want to protect everyone too. Mr. Sharp. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Don't mess with me.
Hey, it's one of those things.
Who's next? I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Told you I could fight. Here!
You're prepared.
Annihilate. Mission command. Mission command.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
This ends here.
Alright,
A sharp scythe needs
that's some
target.
extra stuff. Yeah, so this is that other one. What does this give? Interesting. It's a neat set. Again, though, I really want to get up to the point of them being 5-star, like, possible. Oh. Look who's hiding back here. Alright, that's that whole area. Let's get back to the story. Me, I'll just teleport
Look,
down
there's a big
here.
crowd around the clinic. Natasha, Oleg, hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
Yeah, I got a cool spear.
You bet. You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then... maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
Guardian sacrificed herself to seal the Stellaron.
We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Cocolia, in order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
I literally saved the world. Hard-won victory.
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. What about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian. She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word.
Hey, wait.
The underworld
He's gained the
will thrive
ability
again
to move
under
his
her
mouth.
Oh, we brought you a message from Branya.
It only took 11 episodes,
The
but
blockade
Oleg can
will
talk
soon
now.
be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope.
I would say so. Sure.
Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
The hot dog stand. What? 20... who's... Gertie? Who was Gertie? I think Gertie might have been the hot dog stand guy. I might be
Roger
completely
that.
wrong, though.
You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly. This should be Wildfire's final mission.
Why is everyone in such a hurry? I hope nothing's happened at the hotel.
Oh, the hotel one.
We should
That's who
take a
Gertie
look.
was.
Maybe we can help.
Just gonna teleport.
I see Gertie. But who's that lying on the ground?
Oh my, this doesn't look good. Can you hear me? Are you okay?
He's still breathing. Try not to panic on Gertie.
Is everything okay? Wait, isn't that Peak? Don't tell me he fell asleep in the middle of the road again.
Oh, it's you three. Back in the underworld so soon? Word must have gotten
Maybe
out
when
that
his
I was
eyes opens
renovating the
again.
hotel today. Being the kind-hearted young man that he is, Pete came straight over and offered to help. There we were, hard at work, when all of a sudden the hotel started shaking. I got everyone outside as fast.
He was hard at work. Yeah, quick, mathematics
I
resuscitation.
don't think that's necessary. Look, he's awake.
Yeah, his eyes been blinking the whole time.
Peek, are you awake? Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Easy now. Take your time.
Oh, my back. Oh, I was having such a great nap. How did I...
Are you okay, bro? Let me take you to Natasha's clinic.
Hey, look where he was lying. What is that?
It's an old photo. I thought I lost this ages ago. How did it get...
Aunt Gertie, isn't that you in the photo? And old Goethe, too. You look so young.
Don't I know it? My distant cousin had only just taken over the family business at the time. He wrote me a letter inviting me to head up and take a look. It's been nearly 20 years already. I remember chatting in the hotel lobby and drinking tea. I wonder if we'll ever get another chance to do that.
You know, we've got some good news for you, haven't we?
Sure.
Is that true? Branya, she... I can't believe my ears.
Yeah, put your faith in Bronya.
I don't know what to say. Turns out things aren't always lost forever. It feels like better days are finally on the horizon. Thank you all so much for coming to tell me the good news. I haven't felt like this in a long time. We'll get plenty of guests staying at the hotel again once the passageway is open. But there's no way I'm letting them set eyes on this old place looking like this. Oh, and we're gonna need to expand the menu. Oh, dear. Action stations!
Action stations? Already? My head!
Please, let Dr. Natasha know not to worry. We're all okay. You three will have to come and stay again once the hotel is fully renovated.
Sealing of the Stellaron is complete and the spatial distortion is dissipating. Good job. We should be back soon. At your own pace, Sprex will be here before you're ready to leave. Some juice? Pum still owes me a glass. How's Jarilo VI? Not great, even though the influence of the Stellaron has basically subsided. The existing fragmentum is too deeply rooted. The freeze has lasted a very long time, enough to severely impact the ecology of the planet. Sure, the planet probably won't regain the vitality that it once had 1,000 years ago in such a short time. Is there anything else we can do? As Trailblazers, our mission has already concluded successfully. The fate of this world should be handed back to its inhabitants. Humankind has always struggled against austere conditions and had always managed to thrive in spite of it. Now that the eternal frost is... Oh my, he's going so fast. How do you type so quick, dude? I need to scroll back up. Oh. Okay. Holy, he's so quick. Austere conditions and had always managed to thrive in spite of it. Now that the eternal freeze is gone, the fragmentum has lost its momentum to expand. It will be revitalized. People in the perseverance of her people, or believe in the perseverance. Detect a high-frequency spatial energy surge in the north of Jarilo VI. You might be interested in checking it out. Don't worry, that energy is not related to the Stellaron. It's only an echo left behind after spatial distortions fade away. Inside the echo, our perceptions of space and time that we are used to will become radically altered to the point where it might even reconstruct certain scenes from our own past. Is that like a way to redo that boss fight? If you're in the mood and wish to relive those memorable adventures, you can try your luck at places where echoes can be found. Cool.
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
We did all we could.
The cruelty of the Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Bronya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
Echo of War. Review past memories of battling formidable foes and obtain trace materials and rare light cones. Oh, is this like the... This is just like in Genshin where you can refight the bosses to get stuff, probably on a weekly basis? Yeah, ends in 7 hours. You can do 3 out of 3. Ooh, I could fight that guy again too. What do you get from this? There's only 2 bosses for me to do yet, though. Alright, well. Return to Natasha. Hope your exploration will make progress. Your journey will be free of pain. Of course, even if you get injured by accident, no need to panic. Just leave it to the doctor.
Oh,
We're
Is
back.
everyone all right?
Maybe next time we can send a group notification.
Sometimes face-to-face communication is more meaningful, don't you think? Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Rania doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Yeah, let's go let them know. Oh, I got another text. 2 texts. Aren't on my tail anymore. Wait, what? Why would they be... Huh? After the battle with you folks and meticulously examine the security of the restricted zone, I think it's time to hold a massive military exercise to raise the new recruits' vigilance and defensive awareness. So... You want me to come beat everybody up, don't you? Ready to be the main drill master and host this military exercise. Need your guidance. Okay. What's up? I'm literally standing beside you. Sorry to bother you. Haven't got quite the hang of this little thing yet. Can you come down to the clinic when you have time? I have some personal things. Okay, let me wrap up some other things first. Leading an organization like... Oh, cool. We'll get a companion mission. I find that fun as to how they, like, give you missions. Like, rather than being like, oh, hey, there's a mission over in that area, like, with a little icon on the map that you would go and talk to the person initially. They text you instead. It's kind of cool. It's unique, as far as I know. All the games I've played, that's unique. I was about to attack this. Hey, Perkins.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
Sure. Oh, this is like a town now. Yeah, I don't think I didn't actually go back here. Thanks, Perkins.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables.
Another nickname for the collection. Nice haircuts, Rog. Let's go with that.
Are you trying to start another fight?
There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability.
Any other secret weapons you'd like to tell us about? Old friend of yours?
The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Could have fooled me.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but...
You didn't have faith. Great.
But now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
I know you will.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
New message. Oh. March, Dan, me, are you seeing this? This android can actually send messages. Your taste in stickers. Your taste in stickers. What's wrong with that picture? I quite like it. Already given the orders to the Silvermane guards to immediately lift the blockade between the overworld and the underworld, and some people in the underworld should have already received the notice. After closing for more than a decade, the cable car station should finally be reopening soon. If you don't mind, I would like you to come to the overworld for my succession ceremony. Witness it for the galaxy. If I'm not busy. See you there then. Flowers?
That's our Branya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it!
Stuff. Oh, what's going on over here? It's a piggy! He gives extra loot!
Don't mess with me!
Hey, you're not allowed to be scared. You just need to be dead.
Free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I think I'm a little over-leveled for these enemies.
Okay.
This ends here.
I'm not afraid of you. Look out! What a headache. A sharp scythe needs targets.
I'm with you.
Huh?
My turn!
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
In the name of Landau.
These enemies seem to be much stronger than the one I just fought.
Never falters.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
Cute!
Mission command.
Try that again.
Mission command.
You can't run!
This ends here.
Eliminating threat.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
Hope you're prepared.
Don't mess with me. Who's next? I need to be brave.
Hide.
Missiles.
Stay back, Clara.
Try that again.
What a headache.
Tough luck running in.
I'm not afraid of you. Look out! Don't mess with me.
My turn. You're annoying.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora.
In the name of Landau. A will forged in ice. Never falters.
Okay. Let's get ready for a whole lot of countering.
Mission command.
You can't run!
Are you alright? Mission command.
Try that again.
Stay back, Clara.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
Stay back, Clara.
This ends here.
I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
Missiles.
I want to protect everyone too. Mr. Sora. Don't mess with me. Who's next?
You can't run!
Mission command.
Is that all?
Try that again!
Mission command. Eliminating threat.
Who's next?
Alright, where were you guys guarding? It's a bountiful chest. Okay, now this area should be clear. Hold it down, this thing, let's go.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe here.
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a moment of history.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
Oh, it's the children's table. Yeah.
I don't know how much of a celebration we'll be having. But I know Hook and Clara will be pleased to sit with you. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer the top of the agenda. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether. Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again.
Okay.
This is a day to remember. We should welcome it with smiles. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. Then when you're ready, let's go home.
Where is home? Ooh, stuff.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines. Ah, it's you, the liberators of the underworld. You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece.
Cool. Do you have a license?
I'm afraid you might have to make an exception, mister. My license has expired, but then I haven't had the chance to go up and renew it for 10 years now. So, ready to climb aboard?
Time to take the kids over for some fresh air.
Sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling!
Not a ceiling.
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg.
It's so touching.
It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. And let the day just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
That's
Picard!
cool.
Is he here to meet us?
He's still on duty. Huh. He must have recovered quickly.
Ooh,
Let's go
treasure.
say hi!
What's the miner saying?
Dad! By the Ember Lord, I thought I was never going to see you again.
Praise the preservation, my child! Praise their leniency. And who's this little one?
Here, Barry. Say hello to Grandpa.
Aww.
Hello, Grandpa.
My grandson. Is this my grandson?
Sorry, Dad. I wanted to introduce you to my husband, too. But he can't get away from the publisher today.
That's okay, my child. We've got all the time in the... Did you say publisher?
See a writer. What are you two doing? Oh, luggage pile. Oh, almost shot you in the head there. Vintage design. Seeing such original trips is nothing usual, but it's a suitcase. Okay. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Call someone, please, just bomb in here. It's not just bombs that could be ticking. What about precious gold watches? I gotta open it. Praise of high morals? Of course I have. If high morals were a real person, they'd probably be frowning so hard at you right now. Precious gold watch. Wallace is engraved on it. Oh, cool. You can go give that to whoever owns it, and ooh, a vending machine. Oh, I don't need any of that. Oh wait, there was recipes in there. At the bottom. Recipe. 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 Nice. Luggage pile. Whoop. The trash can! But you were feeling down on your luck, you thought the two of you were a good match. Up close without courage. You haven't missed anything, nothing worth looking at in this trash can. Doesn't seem much point in investing in a trash can. It's just a trash can. A trash can. Once when you were feeling... Oh. Well... So wait, does this... Ah, okay. Where they had it blocked off. Cool. Oh, I gotta stop, like, having my left finger twitching and shooting arrows at people.
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
What's up?
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore.
I did save the world.
Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment.
Didn't expect to get wrecked, huh?
Excellent fighters. I'd love to have you provide training for the guards, but I know you have places to be. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Huh? That's sooner than I...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time.
Let's go. Wait. I'll just teleport. Aha. Oh, hey. Kids are up here.
Wow! super big steel monster just ran past!
What?
I don't think that's a monster. Mr. Svarog's database has information about it. It's
Talking with
called...
Car?
Don't worry about the name. The important thing is I saw what it can do. It has a huge appetite and swallows people whole.
Oh.
And
What's that
it
thing?
just so happens to be the mole's next target. We'll defeat the iron monster and save the people in its tummy.
I don't think that's how it works.
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there. Is the address starting soon?
Looks like it. Bronya hasn't arrived yet, though. Let's find somewhere to wait.
Oh, go and have a seat. Yeah, we'll just sit beside you.
Guards, formation!
Whoa, this must be it.
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me. Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and Underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together. People of the Underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the
Dan's just
reality of your
reading,
decade
and
of
she's
suffering.
drinking a slushie.
But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope.
You're talking about
They
us.
made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Jarilo VI, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Cool. Time for me, my friend? Man. Office is crazy. So many papers.
Bronya, we're back!
March, Don Hung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control. Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother... She tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
Yeah, you probably would have been
That
taken
was
over.
some
and-
speech, Branya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March.
Part of preserving the seed of civilization was real. It's what you do as a leader that matters. Sometimes people need to hear white lies. I don't know. That part wasn't lying.
I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
At least that's quite the echo.
Allow me to explain.
Which means... the fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately.
Stellaron's are terrible things.
I know. Our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had other ways of avoiding calamity. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people.
Do everything in our power to help.
In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Jarilo VI will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
Worth celebrating, I'd say.
On a scale from 1 to 5, how would you rate this journey?
2.5?
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share?
That boss battle was really, really cool. After a nap, I feel like I could fight 100 more monsters. What will the next adventure be like? I feel like I'd fight another 100 monsters.
Come on, we should take some more photos before we head back to the Express. Let's go! One more round in the administrative district.
Oh boy. Do we at least get to touch trash cans? What's this? Planar ornaments. Provides the wearer with various special stats. Gains bonus buffs if the wearer has a complete set equipped. Huh? Oh, it's the things in the middle. Planar ornaments. Huh? Simulate a universe to get planar ornaments. Okay. Just the wearer's attack by 12% when their wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher. The wearer's attack increases by an extra 12. Wait, what? Yo, that's a bunch of extra customization over the way Genshin did it. Cool. Oh, there's so much stuff. Already been staying a while longer. You want help with something? More side quests. We've been back on the overworld for a while. My seat is not even warmed up yet. The Silvermane guards are rushing to get me to be their advisor. You just finished that thing about the Stellaron, and these impatient fools are already trying to launch a counter-offensive at the Fragmentum. But if we're talking about the Fragmentum, I think only you lot can claim expertise. The Fragmentum is my home. If you're planning to look for... or join the offensive, go and look for a liaison. Cool. Oh. Said she's got something good for you and wants you to go back and try the simulated universe. She also asked if you blocked her. Why don't you go see her? She seems excited. Okay. She promised not to bully me. Get all these side quests. Tutorials. Achievements. And learn some materials. Ooh. No, not that one. Not the main quest.
Said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Dawn, here we are! Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Pela and Hook are here too! Let's make sure we get them in the background.
Sure. Like this. Hey, that's not the picture I was taking.
Wow, so much ice! But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt?
Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomeral crystal.
Ah, Geomero! It's a shame Daddy isn't here. He'd find a buyer for it and sell it for big bucks.
How do I explain? This particular piece of geomero is definitely not for sale.
A photo? What's that? Hook wants to see it!
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission violates Belobog Public Security Ordinance number... Wait, that's a nice picture! And it's crystal clear.
Wow, photos are awesome! Can Hook have it? You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Who's there? Didn't your parents tell you to knock before?
Nope. Sure
It's
didn't.
you three. Come on in. I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, Big Brother?
Big Brother.
Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old. Photo. This feels like one of my fan meetups.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Wanna learn?
I mean, if it's gonna give me a completely different photo every time anyway. Oh, wait. What? That wasn't a good photo. Oh well.
Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon?
We got
I
other planets to
understand.
save, probably.
Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Mr. Vol. Big bro, if you have time, please.
Oh.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking till time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
I mean, I've talked to all these people a billion times.
Come around and have a look.
No, I'm okay. I don't need this guy to drone on. This guy over to the left. Him. Regan. Yeah, I remember him. I remember how long he made me go through him. Wait, where's that? Thought maybe there would be a new thing with the cabinet. Overwhelmed by a sea of weariness. Go to bed. Uh-oh. Engine of creation, Cocolian, ethereal outer space. I'm gonna pause that thing. The gaze of the preservation, your fragmented memory of the battles forms a blurry and surreal montage. Amidst this frantic tapestry of events, you see the moment Cocolia perished with the Stellaron. A strange voice speaks to you in a hushed tone. The voice passes rapidly. You try to recall what you saw in those fleeting moments, but find no trace. All of a sudden, you hear it again, a female voice in your ear.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Yeah, it's the person that found me originally, or put the Stellaron in me, I think.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, huh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so.
What's this about?
No. I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by.
So, Sampo's not from here, is what I'm gathering?
Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sampo Kasky will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that, but if the answer is no...
It's no.
Then you'll break my heart.
Well, unfortunate for you.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Don Hung.
I mean, March is right here. Completed routine pre-departure inspection, so the Nameless is ready to move on to the next world. Come back to the Express when you've tied up. Alright, you must have so many questions about that final battle with Supreme Guardian. Well, I made some simple analysis that might help you shed some light on for you. We'll start our preparations now.
Morning! How did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself.
I'm full of energy myself.
Copycatitis still has no cure, I see.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
Alrighty. Bid farewell to Belobog. I hope I don't somehow lock out any of my side quests. Assuming as a gacha game, I'll be able to just teleport back to these things like I could with the space station. That is so far away, I'm teleporting. Oops. What's that noise?
Here we are at last. It's sad to say goodbye.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the express.
Hey! I'm not that heartless, you know.
Leave Jarilo VI and return to the express. I want to have one last look at this world. No, I'm...
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Bronya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Welcome home, you three.
Himeko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you.
Did you rate my performance? Piece of cake. Can I skip the next mission and get some rest? Piece of cake.
Confidence goes a long way.
Get some rest on the express. Jarilo VI was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier. Himeko and I agree.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is, soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the Nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing. I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after another, that's exactly what I signed up for.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the Nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee, whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually open up.
Yeah, no, not Dan.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation, you must have a lot of unanswered questions, I suppose. While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about anything.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here. Where's our next stop? I can't wait!
The express crew tread upon the Trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other, can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have.
Well, the battle with Kikolia.
Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help. The Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Eon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Kikolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus.
That's kind of what I thought it was. So thank you for the support during the battle.
Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Jarilo VI.
Creepy.
Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you. Is a Stellaron. There's no doubt about that. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point. On the flip side, we can't judge Kikolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Would we not question what we believed in? Sure, ask away. We've got...
Go back to what it was like before the
better
Stellaron.
equipped to answer that. I'd say it's unlikely. I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important is that she now understands her people after the journey with you. The firm and honest support she gets from people around her will also prove immensely useful. But fate likes to play tricks on people. Even if during their lifetime they manage to make Jarilo VI prosper again to a certain degree, they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless threats lurking in the recesses of the universe. We can only give them our best wishes from afar. It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron.
Oh.
No one, not even Herta, has found a way to break its structure. The best we can do at this stage is to prevent its energy from overflowing.
Did you stick it in a person?
When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for a brief period of time, allowing Welt and I to contain its power. That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. It may be suppressed for now, but it's only a matter of time before it regains power. But this brief window should allow the people on this planet to heal and rebuild. You're most welcome.
What's up, Welt?
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. How do you feel?
Exhausted.
Be it
I
joy
keep saying
or
up late.
pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as Himiko is, we've pretty much run out of topics.
Fragmentum and Eternal Freeze, will they disappear?
As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Jarilo VI is more profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's thought
it's just
the balance of
telling
power
it to me
is
again.
tilting ever so slightly towards humanity. The crucial factor being the hope you brought about. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron.
Yeah, I mean, society is built on hope, right? That's why, like, religions and stuff in the past existed so strongly. Relayed your views of Stellaron's effect to Bronya.
Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing.
This road with blind optimism.
I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they saved their planet time after time with wisdom and courage. This goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make. I hope Jarilo VI sees that too.
Their mission would have been much easier if you were there.
I too wished to go with you, but Himiko insisted on letting you and your friends rise to the challenge. I'd been observing what's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust and overcome hardships. Well done. Himiko was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions. And she was right. I really need to stop worrying so much. Likewise.
Ooh. Pom-pom! Can I have another 5-star?
Pom-pom, we're back! Shh! Checking star rail stability! Pom-pom needs to focus!
Good to see you too.
Spatial readout! Back to the normal bracket! Star rail stability keeps rising. 56%, 57%. The numbers have stabilized. Dispatch the Express. Oh, welcome back to the Express. You've accomplished your Trailblaze mission. The Express appreciates your help. Thanks to you, the Space Fisher is healing up, and the Star Rail has become stable enough for us to dispatch the Express. As for the coaches, Pom-Pom's checked every nook and cranny and made sure everything's in good order.
Except for that shattered mirror that you guys can't see.
Don't worry about it. Jarilo VI probably doesn't have anything worth buying anyway. Plus, it's your first time on a Trailblaze mission, so...
Yeah, you didn't do a souvenir.
Don't...
It's
the
the next time.
destination will be announced at the navigation meeting. For now, get some rest and stay tuned.
Navigation meeting?
Oh, there you go.
Thank you, conductor.
Right away. To avoid encountering the anomalies again, the Express will dispatch shortly and head to a more stable area. For your safety, please don't leave your seat until the Express has reached cruising speed.
Cool. Sweltering morning sun. An invitation without profit. Continue after reaching Trailblaze level 29. Echo of War or experiencing the simulated universe are all gateways. Okay. Great. Original reports from logistics teams that a number of broken patrol robots. Okay. Let's see about all these new songs we got. Look at them all. Free stock. Kinda like that. Switch to that. Where are all these? I wonder if I can get that song from that boss battle. No? Okay, well, let's go with this one. Alright. So, I need level 29 now to continue, so that's, probably a little bit of ways away. So I am currently 27. Actually, it's only 2 levels. It's not too bad. So that's gonna do it for this episode. We're around the 2.5 hour mark. And we'll, do the road to 29, the next one. That boss battle was still really, really cool. Probably one of my favorite in a JRPG, turn-based style game, etc. Oh, and don't forget, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff.